You came back to see. That was nice of you to come. I appreciate it. I'm always appreciative of a good calm session. Not calm shit y'all do or don't do with yourself or with somebody else. With yourself, preferably, because everybody's lonely now. But that's not what this video is about. I know y'all want it to be about because y'all nasty. Nasty. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This your nosy neighbor lady show. I had on a different lipstick, so I think we're gonna go here. But always, this was actually inspired by the comment I got from a guy, Mackenzie something. I wrote it down, but let's get this lip together, girl. Okay. No, and also ties into the roast, the Kevin Hart roast. Was it a humiliation ritual? I don't think so. I think that was his choice to be flamed by the best. The Usher thing is like going around where Usher is singing "You Got Burnt" like I did with the HP. I mean, you got burnt like I did with a song. You know that fat woman gave him that. They don't talk about that with Usher. That was a plus size woman. Y'all can look at my last Lizzo video. That was a plus size woman who said he gave it to her. She said I was clean before him. He wanted to be snuggled and cuddled. Call Usher, you got it bad for the plus size black woman community. Lay up under that. What is it? Shade in the summer, warmth in the winter. Chicken check, chicken dinner. Okay. But no, I think that no. What did the guy say? His name was Mackenzie Young 5306. This way, y'all need to talk to me so I can have ideas. They give me videos, but not like what y'all give me, cause it let me know what y'all thinking, I'm thinking, and we kind of thinking the same thing. But he said, I remember when comedians used to be funny, and I remember it too. Like, but now you just can't say nothing. And even now, all the black woman jokes, the Shanae jokes, the way Martin Lawrence. Well, Martin Lawrence was funny when he was on Def Comedy Jam, but I think times are simpler. And laughter is a joy to people's heart and spirit that you just can't live without. And I feel like the jokes on black women, they did. The jokes on racism, did. Like nobody, we can hear a black woman joke coming. Why are people not funny no more? Why people used to be funny? For one, the black woman jokes ain't going unless it's a whole nother thing told by a whole nother race of man because they come from a different perspective that's funny. Black men come from insulting, humiliating, and brutalizing, antagonizing, or making fun of black women. So them are dead. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody funny no more. The white jokes. Oh, I'm white, they're black. Dead. We know you white, we know they black. All these jokes have been told before. All these jokes have been told before. Even how Dave Chappelle is quote unquote the greatest comedian, but even with Sinbad, he did crowd work before people doing crowd work. Mine ain't nothing but crowd work. You can't build a comedy routine on crowd work. The Mark Normans, the Sam Morrell, I think it's Morrell, but I like them. But I like Mark Norman. He's a funny guy. It's straight to the point. It's a kicker, hitter, spitter, bow. Abortion, jokes. Do some people get offended? Yeah, but see, Corey Holcomb did abortion jokes a long time ago. Y'all know I'm a comedy fan, and people told me I was funny. I always enjoyed comedy. People like, who would you want to go see? What singer? What rapper? Mariah Carey. I ain't got the money. But when I think about seeing people paying my money, I want to see a comedian. I always been like that. Like I would rather see a comedian. And even times I'll be on my be like, oh my god, I laughed through this whole video. I'm like, I was dead serious. Why she laughing? What's wrong with her? Then I'll be like, I see. Or sometimes I still don't see. But I always kind of be funny. My family funny. And I was a little fat girl. So if people coming for me, I'm coming for them with the dozens, the jokes, the Jones and the Jones and the Joning. We call it Joning. Like you Joning on me. Y'all call it Jones in. I guess in St. Louis we don't got the S on it. Jones. Joning. You Joning. Like who you trying? I was just joning on somebody this weekend. Not this Thursday when I went on that date. Yeah, but not him. It was another story another day. We'll do that in a live where y'all are not obligated to watch, not obligated to listen to. A like would be nice, but it's going in anyway, so it don't matter. It's a video diary. Join this community if you want to, but I don't know. Are we a community? What are we? Fashionista diva gang gang. Fashionista diva gang gang. Hoodologist, trapologist, went to a few colleges, but I think that jokes are not funny as much for black people because we realize and we don't really have a community. How do I say it in a better way? I can't. Do we have a culture? Some people say we have a culture, but if we really be honest about black culture, and if we joke about it, where are the jokes? It's sad and it's not funny. So I know real black comedians, the Eddie Murphys, the Martin Lawrence's, the Sinbad was never really racially driven, I don't believe. But how do we get back here? Because when I think about my greats and people top fours, Bernie Mac for sure funny as you know what he was. He was faithful to his wife. He didn't fuck a lot of bitches. That's what Bernie Mac was. Excuse my language, but he was there for his family. You know, when he finally made it, he was dying to get into Hollywood. Now, the skit culture, then we hear this conversation, should the skit people be treated like this or the skit people be treated like that because they only make skits? Can they do a stand-up routine? And why older comedians don't respect the new generation of making a video? I'm funny. Y'all think I'm funny? I don't think it's funny till after y'all tell me it's funny or I'll laugh at myself, but is the skit generation the same? I could see what, oh, can you stand up in it? Can you, that's the song of the day, stand up in it. You ain't did a doggone thing to you. Stand up in it. Yeah, I'm not talking, this not that video. That's the song of the day. We do song of the day. But I feel like, can they stand up in front of people, whether it's 20 people, 40 people, or 3 people, and make them laugh genuinely versus crafted and curated skits to put together? Like me, I don't have a, if I want to do a man-woman skit, I don't have a man to do it. If I want to do a scenery shot with a camera, I don't have a camera. If I trust them, I don't. So I can get upset at skit culture because I can't edit, I can't get outside and go film a video. Yeah, are you funny all by yourself with you and the mic? So that was a great question. But they said Cheryl Underwood took the show, and then the Kevin Fest, the Kevin Roast Fest, where they was like, what was that? Oh, humiliation ritual. I don't think it was that. We said that. But the George Floyd. I don't know if it's Kill Tony or just Tony hit with the H, or is that Kill Tony? I think that's Kill Tony though. And he went to George Floyd. Oh, he can't say that. Y'all don't want to be honest about George. We ain't got to be honest today. We ain't got to be honest tomorrow. We don't got to even talk about it. But what I think, Cheryl Underwood, they was cracking on her dead husband. And she say jokes is jokes. When you coming for jokes, you coming for the laugh. It don't matter. You coming for the craft, you can bring everything you got. And that's what Cheryl Underwood said. Not quote from quote or verbatim. But if it's jokes, it's jokes. Could we joke about George Floyd? I think it's been enough years. If you disagree, put it in the comments. But I feel like jokes is jokes, and I feel like Kevin Hart is a person who did movies with Ice Cube and The Rock, and we know The Rock don't do black movies. He do family movies. Like Usher don't do black music. He do the world music. Everybody love Usher, even though he got burned by Chili, who is MAGA coded, but not. And whether Chili like MAGA or not, I'm not mad. But why she had to come from Michelle Obama though? And why she had to mess up them other girls' bag. But I think y'all still going to their concert. I ain't hear no cancellation yet. Who am I? I'm just I'm nobody. Trying to tell somebody about something somewhere. But I feel like you can't say this, you can't say that. That's why people cancel. I've been working for years now. I can't say nothing I feel, nothing I think, or even try to crack a joke. And beauty doesn't help. I got beautiful later, so I was sarcastic and funny coming up and young. And people you go to school, the 6th, the 9th, the 8th, they know you. So yeah, you're getting beautiful, but you're still a funny girl to them. You're just kind of cute now. But I did not know, like, I can't even tell jokes nowhere. You can't say nothing about nothing. Or you going to be fired or discriminated against or seen as this or that. And they don't like funny women. Even Tiffany Haddish, Lonnie Love and Tiffany Haddish, yeah. Lonnie Love, Tiffany Haddish, I wrote that down. And Lonnie, oh, he can't make George Floyd jokes. And Tiffany basically like, you hating because you can't get in the club? Who knew that was a Chris Brown song? Look at me. I didn't know that was Chris Brown. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. Look, Tiffany said I was a drunk. I was a past ex girlfriend from a serial dick slanger, aka Common. I be tripping with a nigga named Mary Spears. I was tripping. I was just trying to make it. But girl, I'm still the girl's trip. She said I'm no swimsuit model. Y'all don't like Tiffany either. Like y'all don't like Lizzo. Hey, get back, get back. You don't know me like that. Give me 50 feet. Get back. I don't want to stand because y'all ain't gonna do nothing. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna fight me? Y'all ain't like Tiffany. Tiffany said I'm back from outer space, but she say Lonnie Love was like XYZ, and they asked her on the TMZ interview, and she's like, somebody tell me about the roast and they weren't invited. Oh, I get it. But Tiffany was always pretty, which is why y'all didn't like her. Samoa, y'all like Samoa better now. Samoa was always a fashionista diva gang, but she was never pretty. So that's why she was acceptable to host Comedy View. She's more gorgeous and pretty now that she's older due to plastic surgery. I love Samoa. I paid $42 to see her in Nashville. I'm just saying. Why some are accepted and some are not. I don't know. We talking about comedy. Why people not funny no more. Let me see that I read everything. But even when In Living Color did Busta Rhymes and he was doing Busta Rhymes, it was like a clip where Kenyon Williams was doing Busta Rhymes and Busta Rhymes fell out laughing like you just used to make fun of people. Even how Jim Carrey, he still give props to the Wayans. He wouldn't have been The Mask or The Truman Show or Dumb and Dumber if it wasn't for them. But you used to could be funny and be honest. I feel like now it's not a culture to be honest about. Oh, this is black, this is white. Nope, actually it's black and white. And actually, when you think about the black too hard, it's not funny. It's so fucking sad you can't make a joke about it. And that's why I'm glad that man asked me that question. And it provoked me to my nosy neighbor, ladyologist, and went to a few colleges type shit. But I feel like Harry Spears is a fucking mess. And somebody else put in my comments, he ain't been funny since Mad TV, and I fuck agree. I agree. Because even when Deborah Wilson went on Hype Comedy, I don't know if they clipped out there, but they want you to come to their platform. I'm not paying for nobody's subscription if it ain't mine. I'll be my first $5 subscription or membership, but I don't know how to be a member. I don't know how to be subscribed. I don't have Netflix. I paid for this stuff when I had kids and a family and wanted to be and keep up with. I don't need to subscribe to nothing but YouTube is free. Now, if they need subscriptions, I'm going to MeTV. I watch Andy Griffin and the damn Metlock and the Wagon Train all day. I'm not special. I don't need a lot. Okay. Shit, I grew up. My mama auntie was watching this shit. I had to click in, but Aries wrestling with kids or talking about kids or being with kids and pedophilia and all that shit. And I feel like Deborah Wilson with Whitney. Oh, that's what I was saying. Deborah Wilson with Whitney on Hype TV. She said I could never meet her because I feel like I wouldn't feel right doing her comedy. But she said in such a spectacular way. Like, I wish more people would interview Deborah Wilson. Fucking, that lady, I could hear her talk all day. The interviewer was clearly slow and degenerate and didn't have any reading or critical thinking skills, which is okay because she didn't belittle him or seem condescending, you know. Which I struggle with sometimes, but the lady is a beautiful voice. And she said if I met Whitney in real life, I don't even think I would have been able to do the skits like that in so many words to summarize or paraphrase because she didn't say it verbatim. And she was like, somebody told her they liked the skits. She's funny. And she said I had to make it so outlandish and outrageous. It was similar, but not Whitney. And they did try to hit Whitney with that humiliation cape. And black people went for it and booed her at the Soul Train Awards. That's why you can't be funny no more. Because black culture not funny. Boo Whitney Houston. Think about that. Da-na-na-na-na. All the songs. Drugs. Everybody on drugs now. Now we see everybody that did drugs. But to do Whitney like that, y'all booed her. Because she wasn't black enough. Now she's a black Barbie. She's actually the first black Barbie. Actually. Why you can't be funny no more. Black people and black culture is nothing to fucking laugh about. And y'all man asked for it. And you shunned for your opinions. You can't say what you want to say. Shucky Ducky was a hell of a comedian. Even Harry Spears, no black comedies, no black comics Lad went on Corey. No black comments. No black comics. Because he don't want nobody to be funny to him, or he's insecure about his blackness, or don't want to be identified with blackness. But I told y'all on the last Aries Spears, he is predominantly white audience. He got more black people than he ever did. Talking about what you think we was, or how much was that CD. You can't go in the South. You ain't going to the South. You better not go to the South because it's dirty. It get dirty in the South, and you not ready. Just say you scared. Pump that. No. But whether he funny or not, yes. But Corey Holcomb, I'll give Corey Holcomb a pass with the bullshit because we already know how some type of men in the world view children. Which actually be all men with the Epstein list. If we want to do that. But anyway, I don't know how you feel. I don't know what you think. But somebody asked me, so I'm asking y'all and telling y'all. Let your nosy neighbor know what you think. Why can't people be honest no more? Why can't people be honest and funny? Because comedy is rooted in truth. It's only funny because it's real life, or you experience somebody like that, you hear somebody say that, or you've been there before. Comedy is not fun or entertaining because it's made up. It's fun and entertainment and makes you laugh because you've been there, done that, or you've seen somebody been there, done that. That's my analysis. Look, we do analysis, girl. I be forgetting, girl. All this trash comment we got to do, this trash content. But did y'all like this? But this the bra, but this was a tie, and I'm like, I'm not gonna tuck this, but I could have did that. This was a little cheap little dress. It ain't never been outside, but I think it's but this, I guess, if I would have worn it, should have been like that. But anybody got time for that? Y'all don't know, and y'all can't see, and y'all don't go. But y'all can go with me to another place. There's another video somewhere around here. You'll like something. And if you don't, I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to do something you're going to like. Or you got to track. You got to click on my videos. I got a whole list, okay? List goal-oriented to you. And list goal-oriented to not like you. Depending on who you is. Male, female. We do gender roles around here, okay? We do, yeah. So, some you're not going to like. Some you is going to like. But we trying to merge it all together and make like a little cute little something that makes sense for everybody, right? Because we're accommodating. Paquito. No, but have a good weekend. Bye, y'all. Stay hip, stay dip on the flip on the dip. Like, we're going to do it again on 99 Trend. Bye. Well, don't, not in my mouth. Cheat it. We don't kiss in the mouth here. I don't know where your mouth been. Ugh.